Good morning. There's been an explosion outside the home of the Conservative MP Ian Gow, who's chairman of the Tory Backbench Committee on Northern Ireland in the House of Commons. One eyewitness said the explosion was in a car outside Mr Gow's house in Hankham, East Sussex. It's thought Mr Gow himself may be injured. Mr Gow has been an outspoken commentator on Irish affairs. In 1985 he resigned as Minister of State at the Treasury in protest over the Anglo-Irish Agreement. A short time ago, a garage owner near the scene described what he saw.
Saw some bits of car lane in the road which had been blown over from Mr Gow's car ahead of the drive.
Was it very near his house then?
Yeah.
Was it in fact his car?
I understand so.
Do you know if he was in the house at the time or anyone was in it?
I'm only going by here, so I understand he was in it.
We'll have more on that in an hour's time. Goodbye.
Good morning. As you may just have heard, reports are coming in of an explosion in a car at the home of Mr Ian Gow, the MP for Eastbourne and a former housing minister. One person is known to have been severely injured in the blast, and Mr Gow himself is said to be injured. Mr Gow resigned his government post over the Anglo-Irish Agreement, but remains a close friend and ally of the Prime Minister.
Good afternoon. In News at 1, the Conservative MP for Eastbourne, Ian Gow, has been killed by a suspected IRA car bomb at his Sussex home. Mr Gow was an outspoken critic on Irish affairs. There'll be more on that story on News at 1.
Tonight, the MP who knew he was a target for terrorists. Ian Gow was killed by a car bomb outside his Sussex home. Mrs Thatcher visits the scene. She says she's lost a dear friend. Good evening. Tonight we report live from the tiny Sussex village of Hankham, and it's a village which tonight is in deep shock at the murder of its most notable citizen here, Ian Gow, the MP for Eastbourne. He was killed this morning in his car, apparently by an IRA bomb, as he prepared to leave home. Hundreds of police officers, and you can see the car now being recovered from Mr Gow's drive, are already beginning the search for those terrorists, and tonight the tributes have come in from many quarters. Mrs Thatcher was here a few moments ago. She was looking very, very stern-faced and sad. She said, "I've lost a dear friend." Tonight we'll be looking back at the career of Ian Gow, and we'll be asking whether MPs deserve better protection. Our first report is from Philip Hornby.